Last time on Polymorph Self, the epic saga of Seyda, sushi chef extraordinaire. Carvel Apples is no more. We had been attacked by a giant magical octopus, and while the rest of us stayed aboard the Caracabama to deal with its giant magical tentacles, Bjorn leapt over to the Carvel to mount a daring rescue of the prisoners and crew. Except that it didn't go quite according to plan. A giant tentacle broke through the hull, dooming the ship and dragging Bjorn into the waves. Fortunately, I was on hand to execute a perfect reverse 4 half somersault dive, from a moving tentacle I must add, into the sea to save him. Back on deck, Billicus and Hjani expertly dealt with the rest of the octopus, eventually driving it to retreat back to the depths, minus 4 or 5 tentacles. I'm certainly feeling a lot stronger after that encounter, and I think the others do too. It's almost like we reached a higher level. Aboard the Karak, Bjorn made an emotional speech, and we finished up a delicious calamari dinner in honour of our fallen shipmates. And now, we're about to head inland towards Airtalus.
Now, do you have any special preparations, actions, inquisitions, anything you want to do before you sail up this river?
Captain, do you have any knowledge of what we might expect in Airtalus?
Yeah, it's. I've been there once before. It's a religious community. They've built some of those. It's people from the realm of the merchant kings. You know, knights in armor, thatched roofs, merchants, those kind of people. It's. They've built a kind of town. Most of it's tents. I remember they have good knowledge. They had irrigated the land and created farming, and they're very religious. I remember, and they have a. What's the name of the guy, the leader? A knight. Something stone, maybe green or blue stone or green stone. The others, I guess he's a big deal back in the homeland because everyone else seems to, do anything he says. He's like their leader.
We have 2 people on this boat that are from the land of the Merchant Kings, don't we?
Yeah, they're currently scrubbing the decks.
Hey, Garrick and Ryder. Good notes, yeah.
Hjani.
Hey.
Our savior.
Hello. Yeah, I'm fine with that nickname.
You've persuaded us. Now we think elves are all right.
I didn't realize that you had any other thoughts.
Had we not mentioned it? Forget what we said. Hjani, our savior, that we have never doubted.
All right, great. So, Airtalus, apparently this is home to your peoples.
Yeah, the religious ones.
Yeah, so tell us more about it. Who's this green bluestone?
Oh, Greenstone. They're a famous family in Port Valor, the capital of our lands. Let me tell you a little bit that we know. We have nobles and knights, but actually we are governed by the merchants and their trade federation. They used to be city-states and they have an agreement. So the knights are kind of like the army of our country, bound to protect all, and they're like a religious order. They worship Olisana, our goddess of civilization. Were I in the cities, I wouldn't be talking ill of them because they might murder me. They protect our lands and are fearless fighters, but they're quite pious and devout.
So does this mean we're really close to the land of the Merchant Kings, or is this kind of
we are way away,
far colony or something like that?
We are perhaps 3 weeks to a month's sail away from the nearest port. I have no idea why they might separate and come here. I just, these religious people do this all the time. They branch out and spread the word. Good for them. I'm but a lowly sailor.
I'm sorry, I checked out at the word Trade Federation. Let's take the river. Let's take the boat up the river.
Okay. The captain moves the boat and starts sailing up the river. Finally, after about an hour of sailing carefully, sticking to the deep water, it's a really wide river, your ship reaches the lake. On the north side of the lake, red rocks pile up like a wall and lead inland as a raised plain. A waterfall emerges from a split in the facade and crashes down, feeding the lake. To the northeast is a sandy desertscape with a shimmering horizon. It is split in two by a wadi, a dead riverbed full of boulders that may turn into a raging torrent on rare occasion. Along the west side of the lakeshore, sheltered by the red rocks to the north, lies Airtalus. It is a settlement of about 2,000 people. You can make out stone and wood buildings, a church of some kind, irrigation channels and farmed land, and the massive residences, which are tents. Moored in the deeper waters at the centre of the lake are 5 ships. 2 are smaller, faster caravels, 2-masted, like your recently departed caravel apples, yeah. Oh. Another 2 are the now familiar 3-masted standard carracks, but the 5th is a magnificent war galley, a large 3-masted sailing ship with a good extra 30 feet and an extra deck to the carracks, which have spaces for huge oars. So when it goes into sort of combat situations, it can, maneuver around. You've seen these in your lifetime before. It could hold almost 200 troops as well as all its crew and cargo. But it seems to be sitting largely empty in the waters now. On shore, your ship is starting to draw attention.
We did lower the anti-Theophanites flag, did we?
Nope.
All right, hey, somebody get to lowering that now.
The captain says, you heard Hjani, lower the flag, and they scramble to lower the flag. It's on its way down.
Right. I very quickly put together a flag out of the tapestry that I've had on my person the entire time. I write on it, Friends. F-R-E-N-D-Z.
Okay, as you
and
guys...
have them put it up
as you are
flag,
scrambling to make the change, Seyda and Billicus, what are you doing?
I'm amazed at Bjorn's been carrying this tapestry around. I'm just gazing and wonder as he pulls this huge tapestry that's been underwater as well.
He had it on the ship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you dumb.
It's pretty amazing. You dragged it all the way through the snow, through the portal.
Much stuff.
And you found a use for it.
Yes.
Billicus. Yeah, currently you're sort of chilling with Hjani Kitu, sucking on lemons and limes, getting vitamin boosts and hydration.
Get her away from there.
I wave to the people on the banks.
Yeah, there's not many of them. There appears to be a kind of, obviously the big ships. This lake has a deep part, but beyond here, obviously the Wadi is like a dead desert river that only fills seasonally. And the river feeding the lake is coming down a waterfall. So beyond here, beyond the middle of the lake, the big ships can't get any further. So they have jetties for the smaller rowing boats to land. And these people looking at you are kind of like the jetty workers. There doesn't appear to be large crowds or anyone else noticing you or doing a welcome, but there's a small group of dock workers that are like walking out onto the wooden piers and just sort of shielding their eyes from the sun and staring at you.
All right. Well, the crew is taking care of that flag situation with Friends buddy here.
The Friends flag.
Yeah. I try to wave over the jetty workers, yelling out to them, "Hey, we'd like to get onto your bank."
Okay, it's at such a distance that they can see your waves, but your voice gets to them sort of like this.
Last chance to write all of that onto the flag before it goes up.
Billicus, is there any way you can do a spell to them?
Message or something like that?
Can you, possess a porpoise?
What?
I don't know what the purpose of that would be.
We're all just looking to possess a porpoise.
We've had a good day for these puns, but that one was so just sort of under the radar and seamless. You can award yourself 200 experience points for it.
Very nice.
I mean, what took you over the line for an actual reward was just how casual that was slipped in there.
But Seyda, you said it like you were from Newsies. Can you possess a porpoise?
How else do you say porpoise?
Oh, let me
porpoise.
See. No. I'm sorry.
I think it's just a continental pronunciation difference. Yeah. Did you find a spell that you were able to use?
Is this okay that I look through here? I mean,
No, sure.
I don't know if this is breaking the.
No, you can. You can have a look. We've been doing very well.
Porpoise is how I'm sitting right now.
I can. Let's see. I just saw animal messenger sends a tiny animal to a specific place.
Yeah, you could send an empathetic fish to them or something. Yeah, you can catch a bird.
Or, crew, you guys must know some sort of ship seaman messaging system, right, with flags?
Do you mean semaphore?
Yes, that one.
Yeah, we know some flag signals.
All right, can you flag signal to board into the city or deck into the city?
Derek picks up 2 hand flags from the ship's sort of from a bunch of roped up barrels and boxes. He gets to the end and he makes some flag hand movements, and then you see on the other side someone walks back, picks up 2 flags, signals back, and they say we can come aboard as long as we come in rowing boats and come in peace. Do not brandish weapons. I think they said we can have weapons, just don't brandish weapons. I'm not sure. These are very simple signals, but we can come ashore, yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean, that plan worked, but mine had porpoise.
Yeah, so you get the go-ahead, apparently.
All right. I hop into a rowing boat.
Yeah, I follow.
I follow.
As do I.
Okay, would you like to bring Manto, your wolf companion?
Yes, I'll wave him over.
Okay, you all get in the boat. Hjani Kitu says, I'll hang here with the ship. You can trust me with it 100%.
Lemons, keep an eye on her and keep her away from the limes.
Yeah, don't worry, Lemons will be fine with me, says Hjani Kitu. Come here, Lemons. Let's have some fun. Bye, guys.
Oh, wait, we should have brought lemons.
Okay, that's one way. That's one solution we could have had. Yeah.
We should have just drugged her again. But anyways, I begin rowing.
Drugging her, it's expanding her consciousness.
And it was consensual.
I just want to see where this goes. So we row.
You row. And after a bit of rowing, you come ashore to this. It has like a town centre with some neat medieval wooden and stone buildings, and there seems to be some sort of a commotion happening where you can't quite see in the middle of this. You do see they've skillfully dug irrigation channels from the head of the lake where the fresh water is pouring in. They've got farming. They've got like a tent city. And like I said, there is some kind of town centre that you can't see. And hello, I'm person on the jetty. You're all carrying weapons. What the fuck?
Oh.
Hey, we're not brandishing or waving them about like a bunch of idiots, okay?
I clearly signalled to your man that you should not come ashore with weapons.
It wasn't clear. What do you want us to do now?
Well, everyone's assembled in the town square. Proceed there, and Sir Aaron Greenstone, our patron and lord, will know what to do.
All right.
Thanks, Jetty. Hey, by the way, what's your name?
My name is Jerry Jetty.
Jerry Jetty.
I'm named after my job.
Okay. Hey, do you know where I can find Jetty images?
No,
right,
never heard of her.
I don't know either. Okay, good.
What kind of a job is Jerry?
Okay, he points you between some wooden houses towards where you can see all the commotions coming from.
We head towards the commotion.
The settlement of Ertlis has a central open square, surrounded by the more sturdy stone and wood buildings. It is a dusty space of arid earth. On the north side of the square, you see around 50 fully armoured knights, with metal breastplates and helms and weaponry lined up 3 rows deep. Around the left and right sides are various citizens and workers looking on at the scene. In the centre of the square are 3 figures. The centre of attention is an impressively tall and well-built knight with a shining longsword. Next to him is a robed cleric with flowing auburn hair. Between them is a distraught-looking man with his hands bound behind his back, kneeling on the floor. The knight addresses the crowd. The gods have spoken to me in a dream, and they have revealed this traitor in our midst. The cleric speaks next. She has a resonant voice. It is so. I have communed with Olisana. This dream was sent by the gods. The third man kneeling down shouts in between. This is crazy. I haven't done anything. Help me. This is crazy. The knight continues. Do not listen to the words of a snake, sent to poison our holy mission. Our purpose shall not waver. Our task... I can't help but think of the porpoise. Shit. I'll have to start again.
We all perked up.
Yeah, we did. And I'll have to leave that in as well because it's continuity. Okay. Do not listen to the words of a snake, sent to poison our holy mission. Our purpose shall not waver. Our task is nothing less than the salvation of our nation and our people, and of all civilized people. The gods have spoken, and their will shall be carried out. Despite the continued protests of the bound man, the town looks on soberly. The knight kneels, and the cleric starts to murmur and sprinkles holy water on his head. Then the knight stands, takes a breath, and decapitates the prisoner in one stroke. The townsfolk start to break up and murmur and chat to each other and go back to their business. The knights stay lined up, awaiting their next command.
The DM's right. This city is tense. Oh, he meant it was made out of tents. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm an idiot. You know, just play on. Dumb me.
The knights and clerics sort of look around and they sort of spot you and they're just sort of looking at you. Everyone around you's like gone back to their business and leaving the four of you on the south side of the square, like just sort of by yourselves, twiddling your thumbs, and all the people, the remaining 50 knights and the Sir Greenstone, you presume, and his cleric and the headless body and the head are all just there, and you're like sort of left by yourselves as the crowd dissipates.
Ah, Sir Greenstone, I presume.
You may approach four strangers and your magnificent-looking wolf.
He knows a good golf when he sees one.
He's got good taste.
As of now, you are not approaching. You're just standing.
We trudge forward.
Okay, you approach him. Bjorn, you arrive first. You accidentally stand in a patch of blood emanating from the corpse's neck stump. The cleric sort of motions to one of the knights who comes over and grabs both the body and the head and starts to drag it away. And the knight says, I am Sir Aaron Greenstone. Welcome to my colony, Ertulis.
Pleased to meet you, Sir Aaron Greenstone.
Identify yourselves.
God's sake. All right, we are...
Did you take the god's name in vain just now?
Could I get a word in edgewise, please? We are a crack team. We're here looking to... Why are we here, guys?
To destroy some of those black-robed folk.
Yes, we are here to...
Those black-robed folk? Who are you referring to?
The Anti-Theophanites. You heard of them?
The Anti-Theophanites. I have heard something of this, but I'm not familiar.
Really? Like, because, I mean, they're slaving all over this bay.
Ah, the slavers.
Yeah.
Those that operate out of the tears of blood, perhaps.
Yes,
There you
yes. We're out to destroy them.
How do I know you are not sent by them as spies from the demons?
Because they're not really good at spying and...
Identify yourself. Who are you?
My name is Hjani. Nice to meet you.
You are an elf, are you not?
That I am.
I have met elves before.
I don't want to hear about it.
Who are these two?
You must get that all the time.
For listeners who might have not been with us a while, we have Hjani is a elf, a Cacathran winter elf with dark hair, tall, lithe stature, and pale skin. Bjorn is a half-elf from the human/half-elf quarter of the frontier of
Hey, how you
Cacathra.
guys doing?
Seyda is a human barbarian from the plains. And Billicus is an elven druid from the Great Wood, or in the forests of Cacathra.
Oh, if we said any of these name places, like, oh, she's from the plains, would these people understand it? I
Try.
say, hey, Seyda's from the plains. She's a human from the plains.
I see that she is human. Which plains do you speak of?
The Cacathran ones, duh.
Well, of course, I have read about Cacathra, but it is a faraway land. We have had visitors from Cacathra to the realm of the Merchant Kings many times.
All right, so...
Oh, I identified you for the listeners, but you guys have not identified yourself to Aaron Greenstone yet. Speak!
I've just been identified by our good...
Tell me, who are you?
I'm Seyda from the plains, the Cacathran plains. They're nice.
You appear to be a formidable warrior.
I am a formidable warrior, thank you.
And you?
I'm Billicus.
And what are you all about?
I'm just a druid, man.
A druid, you commune with nature and the gods of the forest.
Yeah.
Well, we will judge you later if that is a true religion or if you are a heathen. Say again, where do you come from? How do you come to be in these areas? You might be spies. As he says this, by the way, you still notice apart from the one who took the body, the 49 fully equipped knights about like 50 feet away on the other, the head of the square.
I'm Bjorn Deerfall, by the way. And we come from the land of Cacathra. We are on a quest to stop the aforementioned Anti-Theophanites, for they wield a great power that can destroy this world we live in.
What proof of this mission do you have? Do you have a letter of royal decree, a recognizable symbol, anything to back up this claim?
Guys, do we?
Do we have a letter of royal decree? It seems like something Hjani would carry.
Let me look. We have a journal.
You have a journal.
Hey, it's by a princess.
You have a journal by a princess.
Yeah. Take a look.
No, thank you.
Oh, and I still have this citizen ring.
You have a ring.
Yeah, that ring is given to us by the ruler of Kikathra.
Yeah, I mean, how much do you know about Kikathra anyways?
I am aware that you must serve to become a citizen, then you get one of these rings. Is that still the tradition in your lands?
Of course, yes.
Show me this ring.
I hold out my hand, wiggle my finger with the ring on it.
You are indeed, it seems, a citizen of Kikathra, which means since all of you are in the service and from Kikathra, you must all have these rings. Show me your rings.
No, I'm the captain. They are under me.
You do not have these rings?
We're working to get our rings.
You know, to one who does not know your ways, it simply looks like 4 bandits may have come across a ring and stolen it.
Well, I feel incredibly insulted.
We can settle this. My cleric here, let me introduce you to her. Her name is Genevieve Dupont. She is a high-ranking cleric of the Holy Order of Olisana. We are here on a holy mission. Our country no longer follows the gods. It follows gold and false idols. We are here to live in purity. This cleric can cast a miracle, and once you are within its effect, you can only speak the truth. I will be able to question you. If we are satisfied with these questions, you may stay here. If not, you will have to prove yourself in the eyes of the gods in a trial by combat.
Actually,
Can we talk amongst ourselves for a moment before this happens?
No, you're right in front of them, and you'd have to sort of state that you walk away from them.
Could you excuse us for a moment?
You are not to leave this square until
That's
we
fine.
have settled your identity.
Can we go into a huddle?
You go into a huddle.
Yes.
And they give you a couple of meters.
Can somebody remind me what the hell we're even doing here? Why do we even need to talk to these people?
I think they might have a helmet. We need helmets.
We do, and also we just wanted to check out what's going on before we go to the Tears of Blood place.
This guy is really intense, but
Yeah.
I'm kind of into the trial by combat
I
thing.
know. I almost feel like we should just go straight to trial by combat. Why bother with all this spell stuff?
I'm down for whatever, because
I'm keen to try out hitting people twice. in one
Billicus, what do
round.
you want to do?
Man, I don't know, you guys. I'm not too good at combat, but
We know.
I could turn into a tree.
Well, you know what? I think if we were to stand in their truth circle, or whatever the fuck they're talking about, it would allow me to figure out what the hell's going on, too. Let's do that first.
All right, fine.
Okay, Billicus, don't turn into a tree because they'll probably think you're a witch.
Yeah, I don't know if you turn into a tree sometimes just when you get nervous, but don't fuck it up right now.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. The spell they're casting called Zone of Truth, if you stand within the zone, you must tell the truth. You can't lie, but you can always say something that's true but evasive, but you must tell the truth, or they will know that you're not. But when you go in, you can make a willpower save against the spell strength. If you succeed, you can lie your ass off, and they are none the wiser that it's not the truth. Okay, I'm Sir Greenstone again. We begin with the Zone of Truth, then we move to the combat. This one, Bjorn Djurkfall.
Hi.
He has quite the mouth on him. You must step in the Zone of Truth and answer my questions. Following that, yes?
Can I ask a question?
No. I see you're going to ask it anyway.
You killed that man. For what purpose?
Excuse me, for what?
You killed that man. For what dolphin?
I see.
Well, let's get over this soon.
Hey, shut your blowhole. I'm getting answers.
DM breaks down. He was a traitor, an idolater, a blasphemer, and a spy in our midst. It was revealed to us in a dream by the gods. Kindly stand apart from the others and let my cleric work her Zone of Truth.
Gladly.
Okay, Bjorn, you stand apart from the others. The knights are still looking on. Most people have gone back to their business, the townsfolk. You all stand away. Bjorn is sort of standing by himself. Genevieve Dupont, the cleric, comes up. She creates her miracle and casts Zone of Truth. Now, the save against her spells will be 15. So, what's your willpower save?
3.
Okay, a successful check of 15 or above means you can say anything you want and they're happy you're not lying. If you fail, you must tell Bjorn's truth. Make the roll.
It's a 2 plus 3 is 5.
You have to tell, you cannot lie, you must tell something
Yes.
which is true.
Or as far as I know it to be true.
Yeah. You can get evasive, but you cannot lie.
Well, okay.
And you must answer the question.
Oh, it's going to not shock you how little I know about what's going on now.
So Genevieve starts talking in her sort of sonorous voice.
I like it.
Bjorn Djerkful. First, you must answer the test questions. How old are you?
I am, dirty 30.
Where do you come from?
Cacathra.
In the kingdom of Cacathra, where do you come from?
The Elven district.
Okay, she undermines her mysterious, sonorous presence by turning to Sir Aaron Greenstone and saying, checks out. And then she continues. Bjorn Djerkful, are you an agent of the devil sent to undermine our plan?
No, but I am a member of the Kiss Army.
She turns again to Aaron Greenstone and nods, and then looks back at you and says, tell me, when you were a young teenager living in this Cacathra as a rogue, as I can see you are, what's the worst thing that you did to another human being? Answer the question and only give us the truth.
I peeped on some lady travelers in the Polo bathhouse.
Have you ever stolen another person's property?
Yeah.
Have you ever killed, not in face-to-face honest combat, for example, stabbing a man in the back?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like what I do. It's why I'm part of this group. That's why we work good together.
Okay, so she nods and she says, one more question. What is your innermost desire?
Some half-elves just want to watch the world burn.
Okay, so Aaron Green says, I've heard enough. It seems that your intentions are not bad, but you have sinned many times and you're not honourable people. You must prove your worthiness in a trial by combat. Select a champion who should face me personally, and we shall fight a duel with a weapon of your choice, but with no armour, basic armour, and using DM aside subdue damage. The last person standing, whoever wins is righteous. If you lose, I judge the agents of evil. If you win, I judge you welcome guests who may have use of our food, our hospitality, and our knot. Together with these knights and our militia, we have 100 fighting men and women too. We are all at your disposal if you win. If you lose, we will judge you as evil.
Kick their ass, Seyda.
Is it going to be me or you, Hjani?
Well, you know what? You've got more hit points. So
Okay.
go on ahead.
Yeah.
I have a question here. Can I sneakily buff them in any way, or do my spells, are they like all,
You can try and see what happens. You are as in the open as possibly can be in this situation, if that
Can I?
gives you an idea.
I'll just be like, roll strength, like that.
To cast a spell, you would have to clearly chant the words and make hand motions.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't do that here.
Okay, so the rules are that you strip down to no armor. That means it's just 10 plus your dexterity bonus.
Okay, 13.
And you can use one weapon of your choice.
Great sword.
Okay, so I'm just going to adjust Aaron Greenstone's stats without abilities. So your AC will be what?
13.
13. With your dex bonuses plus 3.
Yeah.
Okay, and his will be 12. And he's using his magic longsword. You're using your
Magic great sword.
magic greatsword.
Guys, I'm nervous, but this is going to be really cool.
Don't be nervous.
Okay, the knights spread out evenly all around the square and hold their swords like sort of blade down in front of them with two hands.
I copy them.
The townsfolk start coming back in again and a buzz stands up. The Sir Aaron Greenstone takes off his armour. He takes only his sword. He kneels down. Genevieve DuPont sprinkles holy water and gives him the blessing. Meanwhile, in your corner, you're all around Seyda, giving her the pep talk in your corner. What do each one of you say to her prior to her getting in there to begin this fight? Starting with Bjorn.
Billicus, buffer. They're giving her blessings. You better buff.
All right.
Good point.
Buff up.
Billicus, what do you do?
I'm going to cast, let me see. I can do multicasting, right? Let me see.
Choose one spell and cast
One?
it. You have
Alright.
this thing. Say, I cast what?
I
what?
cast Bull Strength.
And that gives Seyda temporary strength of
Plus 4.
So what is your total strength now, Seyda?
My total strength, 16 plus 4 is 20.
20. So that would... Can somebody pass me the player's handbook? I believe it puts your strength bonus up to plus 5.
Yeah, plus. Well, my dexterity is 20 and I'm a plus 5er, so.
Oh, it'll be the same then.
Yeah.
Okay, good
Okay,
call.
So
So
I had an extra 2 because I'm at +3 now,
Yes.
so there's 2 onto everything.
on hit and damage. Hjani, what are you saying to Seyda to pump her up before you go?
You go, girl. I can't wait to see you swing twice in one round. It's going to be so exciting.
Oh, that's right. You get 2 hits to his 1.
Yes.
Can someone hold up the Onas ball so if he's in there, he can write down my exploits?
Ooh, yes. I pull out the Onas ball and just hold it up.
Sir Aaron Greenstone, Genevieve DuPont look across suspiciously as you hold a ball aloft.
It's our friend. He's going to write down what's happening.
Yeah,
Don't
give
worry
it a
about
pat.
it.
Okay, so Aaron Greenstone and Seyda enter the middle of the square in Ertelis, the religious colony on the desert coast of Tathas. The sun is high in the sky. Everyone's out in the town to see this. You sort of limber up, have your sword ready, and Sir Aaron Greenstone says, Genevieve DuPont, my cleric, will clap her hands and then we begin. So let's make an initiative check to see who will actually begin the fastest. His initiative is +3. I rolled a 12, so that's 15.
At -7. I rolled a 6, and 7 is less. More? 13.
13. So
13.
he will get the first attack. There's a loud clap, a big ooh from the audience goes up, and everyone's oohing and ahhing, and you start trading blows, subdue damage. So he swings, he takes the first swing to try and catch you off guard. Your AC is 13 with only your dexterity to help you. He has longsword +9. He rolls a natural 1.
Ooh.
He gets the initiative, takes a swing, but you are actually tricking him, letting him come in, and he overreaches, you grab his wrist, give him a tug, and just pull him off balance to the floor, giving you +4 on your next 2 attacks as he scrambles to get up. On your next attack, but you get 2, right? You have 2 attacks around now.
Yeah, I do.
And the first one is?
The first one is now with my buff. It's now +13.
That including the +4 I just give you, or
No.
altogether?
So
you
13 plus another 4 is 17.
Right, and his AC is 12, so you can only miss with a natural 1. So you let him come in, swing, lunge, you pull him off balance, and as he's crawling on the floor trying to get up, you...
I rolled 15, so that definitely hits.
You plow him in the back with the flat of your sword.
May I have another D6? Because
I
this is
squeal
now
in joy.
You're like, way!
2d6 plus 6 is 6 plus 6 plus 6.
It's 18
The
points
number of the beast.
It's 18 points of subdue damage. So the first thing, you're going to get another attack as well now. So the first thing that happens is he springs into life with his magic longsword. It looks like he's just going to take you out, but you were actually waiting for it. You sidestep, you pull him off balance, he falls down, and then you just belt him across the back with the most powerful flat of the blade blow and send him sprawling. He's literally, his face he's actually eating the dirt right now. And Genevieve DuPont, his holy cleric, is doing everything she can to keep up this authoritative religious face and not sort of break down as you destroy this guy. And
She's impressed, though.
Yeah, of course. You can see just about. So your next one
is now +8 with the buff, and so with the +4 is +12.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, so here's what happens. You destroy him, and then you cockily go for the second one, not realizing that he turns around and, gives you a kick in the legs and takes you down. And then you both spring to your feet and reset. Except that he's taken 18 points of subdued damage from when you literally put him on his all fours and spanked him with your sword. Okay, so now it's his turn in the order. So you reset, and he makes another, more cautious this time, longsword +9. This time he rolls 9 + 9 is 18. He strikes a blow across your side for 1d8 +3 damage. 8 subdue damage. So you just put this as a different total somewhere. So when the subdue damage reaches your actual 0, not the -10, that's when you're unconscious. So 8 points of damage. Now it's your turn.
Okay, plus 13 to greatsword.
Yep.
11 plus 13 is...
Yeah, he's got AC 12, so you can only miss this with a natural 1.
2d6 plus 6. 5 and 4 is 9, plus 6 is 15.
So the total damage goes up to 32. He sort of hits you in the side, and you just take it and just return the blow so hard it just, rings him. Yeah. He's looking really woozy and just shocked at how badly this is going.
I don't take my eyes off him, but I give Hjani a little hand wave.
Okay.
Don't you have another move?
Oh, yeah, I do have another move before my other. This is +8.
Yeah, AC 12.
9 plus 8 is 17.
Yeah, you swing around and hit him again.
2d6 plus 6. 5 and 2 is 7. Plus 6 is 12.
Okay, so after you sent him on the ground, spanked him, you went for the second one, but he took you down, you reset. You just let him hit you on the side. Your first one just, hits him so hard he's just shuddered. And then you just give a little wave to Hjani, then swing the sword around the other way, and the flat of your blade just takes him right across his cheek and just knocks him out cold. And all the knights are just trying to stand up straight and look like, we're not bothered, but they're all just like you've just demoralized the entire town.